All right, I want to show you a few basics of Google Sheets with our diffusion lab. So we have our 7 groups. Now this is just data from both classes, so you're not going to be able to copy this exactly. But the first thing I want to show you is if you see how this table is set up, it's calculating our averages for us. And so we could pretty easily click equals, and then I could click that cell and it would reference I3, so it would actually copy that information in. But when it suggests an autofill, it suggests down the column because that's the way the other data table is set up. So to fix this and make our lives easier across the board, I'm going to rewrite table 2. So I'm just going to copy and paste table 2's label, and then watch this. So there's a really cool trick where you copy, but right click, and if you paste transposed, oh, now I've got small, medium, and large, which matches the small, medium, and large here. And then I can copy these guys. That time I Control C, shortcut copied, and then again right click to paste special and paste transposed. Oh, now I'm gonna just remove the outlines here and put outlines here so that it draws the attention where I'm putting my new table. So now when I say equals this cell and click, it autofills it correctly. So instead of having to highlight that and hover and click and drag, it actually just filled it in for me, but it would have been the same either way. Okay, I don't want to copy that. So I4, I4, I5, and I5. All right, cool. Let's figure out the standard deviation. So for this we can use a formula. So equals ST. So standard deviation, it suggests it for me. I'm going to click that and then click and drag all 7 groups. And that's going to calculate my standard deviation for me. And now when it wants to autofill, I can click enter. I'm not sure why it's adding a 4th option down there, but autofill is not always smart. You can also come here and decrease your decimal places. You really don't need more than 2 or 3. Okay, so I have my standard deviations calculated. They're fairly similar to each other. I know I have 7 groups, so I can type 777. I could also use equals count. If you had a really big data set, there we go. And it'll just count 7 for you. And again, you can click the cell, hover over that little blue box and click and drag, and it will copy your formula down. And it made it a whole number because it knew it was a count. And then standard error. Well, standard error is the standard deviation, so equals, and I'm just going to click this box because I want to reference the standard deviation, divided by the square root. So SQRT gives you the positive square root of a positive number. Now notice I didn't have to do an equal sign in front of square root because I already have an equal sign out in front of G8. So I click square root, I click the sample size, standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. And again, it suggests an autofill for me. This time I'm going to decline so that I can show you, again, I can adjust my number of decimal places and hover, click, and drag. And again, this is referencing G8 and H8, which is the row I'm in. This references G9 and H9, which is the row I'm in now, and G10 and H10. So it keeps the row consistent. And that's where we're going to end this little mini explainer video. Hope it was helpful. See you next time.